I'd like to talk to you today about three guitar riffs I think just about everybody plays wrong. And they're three of the most popular guitar riffs of all time. Smoke on the Water, Enter Sandman, and Iron Man. So let me show you how most people play them and how you actually should play them. Alright? Check it out. Smoke on the Water. Most people play Smoke on the Water like this. But if you listen to Richie Blackmore talk about it, well, you can't really believe a lot of the stuff he says. He's trolling everybody. It's like every interview, it's like a Monty Python skit. But if you watch, say, the Made in Japan video or even the Cal Jam video, I don't think he's playing it like that. Some people play it here. Even other guys that were even in Deep Purple might play it like. And Richie will play it differently through the different performances, but the original recording, this is how I think he plays it, okay? I think it's here. That's how it's actually played. And what it is instead of playing in the third position on the A and D strings and the D and G strings, he's playing it starting on the low E and A strings on the 10th fret with this double stop here. And then the next chord is the 8th fret on the A string and the D string. You see that? So I think he's playing it up here. I also think if you use the pick and you hit it like this, you get that snappy attack with the pick. So what he's using actually is what I would call the earwig technique. Yeah, you could take that. It's a technique that we use. Where you use your thumb and your index finger and just kind of pluck the strings. Because if I use the pick, too much percussive attack. And live you can see sometimes he's holding the pick and he'll just use these fingers to do it. So this is how you actually play Smoke on the Water. The next riff I want to show you that I think everybody plays wrong is Enter Sandman. Most people play Enter Sandman like this. But that's wrong, because if you move your first finger from this note on the 5th fret of the D string, this G note on the 5th fret of the D string is not going to sustain throughout the next 3 notes or whatever it is. You need that note to sustain all the way through. So it's actually a little harder than you think. The way James Hetfield plays that is he puts his pinky on the 7th fret of the A string, his second finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then he can use his third finger and his first finger for the notes on the E string. So this is how most people play it. This is how it actually is played. Hear how this note sustains throughout the rest of the notes in the riff. So a lot of people get that one wrong. The last riff I want to show you today that everybody gets wrong is Iron Man by Black Sabbath. Now, the main riff goes like that. A lot of people have that right, except some people play it over here. Randy Rhoads, I'm looking at you. But I know you aren't a big Black Sabbath fan, it's cool. And Tony always uses just 2 fingers mostly for these power chords. I see a lot of people wanting to use 3 fingers adding the octave. You never want to do that. And Tony plays most of his riffs on the low string up in this area because it kind of gives a darker kind of sound. But the riff I want to talk about today is right after the main riff, when Ozzy starts singing, as he lost his mind. Right there, people play that wrong because maybe they'll go from here to here. They'll put those notes in the wrong place a lot of the time. And the way Tony Iommi actually plays that riff while Ozzy is singing is the 7th fret on the E string to the 10th fret of the E string. And then he hits this D note again, but he moves it over here. So it's the same note, but on different strings. So the first two notes are B to D, 7 to 10 on the E, but then the next note is another D note over here on the A string. So this is how you actually play Iron Man during the verse. Now I'll break that down and be a little more precise really fast. So check it. It's the 7th fret to the 10th fret on the low E. And then you go to the 5th fret on the A string. And you hit the 7th fret of the A string twice. Then you vibrato that a little bit. And then you go to the D string and you pull off from the 5th fret to the 4th fret. It's 3 pull-offs. And then you go to the A string 5th fret, and then you hit that note again, and you end with the E note on the 7th fret of the A string twice. And then after that, you do one of those glissando slide things, which is pretty cool. So this is the right way to play the verse to Iron Man. Got me? Okay, so let me know if you're playing all 3 of those riffs right, or 1 or 2 of them, or if you think I'm just full of it and I'm not right. And if you're looking for a step-by-step method of how to play guitar, I have a course at usaguitarlessons.com that has modules similar to a college course that teaches you everything you need to know step by step to become a great guitar player. I'll leave a link in the video below. And if you're looking for individual one-on-one lessons, message me. I may have a couple openings for online lessons. And if you like this content, I'll be uploading a lot more. Please subscribe to my page and follow me on various social media places. Thank you. Have a nice day.